6'3", 176-pound Robert Dillingham, point guard from Kentucky, freshman, just turned 19 years old. And I've been following Rob for a very long time, probably since he was about 15 years old. And what caught my eye about him was that he had an insane handle. He was extremely athletic for his size, and he could shoot the ball very well. He had a nice finishing game. He just had the all-around package for a person that small and for any guard that wants to be somebody in high school sports. And the first time that I really heard about him was I saw a video and they called him Baby Sharif Cooper. And at the time, I was a big Sharif Cooper fan. Sharif Cooper, he was in my grade, and I watched him throughout his high school career as well. So when I see somebody is the next coming of him, I was extremely interested and I wanted to know more about the guy. So when I started watching his game, I started to realize him and Sharif actually play nothing alike. Sharif has a definitely way more calm, cool, collected, uses quick first step, but his change of pace is what his biggest thing is. Rob was way more athletic and he was way more hyper on offense than Sharif was. I didn't see the similarities within the game, but in saying that, I was always real high on Rob for high school ball. I definitely saw him as one of the top point guards in his class, which he was when he came out. And I was extremely excited to see what he would do throughout his entire high school career. Now, when it comes to college, I'm much more crucial, and I look at a player's game much harder than I would for high school because college is a whole different beast. College, you're not allowed to do all the different dribbles and the handles and do all the things that you want to do on your high school team there because it's a lot of better defenders playing, especially Division I basketball. It's a lot better defenders who's going to be taller than you, stronger than you, because most of the guys that's playing in college are 21, 22 anyway. Especially when you're playing as many minutes as he is. He's playing like around 23 minutes a game, 22, 23 minutes a game. You're not going to be able to handle the ball. You're not going to be able to get to the rim as much as you could and just dunk on people or just finish on guys because these guys are stronger than you. They're taller than you. And they may not be more athletic than you, but they're almost as athletic, if not just as athletic as you. So for him, I did not know his game could translate. While I said he could shoot in high school, he was very, very streaky. And sometimes he can go a game and he's 7 for 10 from the three. Some days he can go 2 for 10 from the three. Some days he can give you 50 points. Some days he can give you 5 points. The one true thing that I usually saw from him, though, as do I see from most 5-star athletes, is that he's the guy on his team 99% of the time. Nobody on the court is better than him, or at least looked at as better than him. So he could do whatever he wants. And if he plays bad, he plays bad. If he plays good, he plays good. It doesn't matter because we all know what he was capable of. So he came into Kentucky and he's playing behind, or he's playing with DJ Wagner, who was actually the number 1 point guard in that class coming out, I believe. Then you have Antonio Reeves, who's already been there for a year. He was their leading scorer last year, and he's going to be taking that starting position. Then you also got Reed Shepherd. It's a bunch of guards on that team, and you don't know how he's going to fit because from what I saw in high school, he was much more of a guy that needed the ball to do what he needed to do. He couldn't play off ball as much, or he didn't play off ball as much. Let me say that because I was definitely wrong about that. Didn't play off ball, wasn't too much of a catch and shoot type player, and he needed to dribble a lot to get to his spot. So I'm definitely extremely surprised and excited for him to be playing the way that he has been playing. On the year, he's averaging about 14.4 points, 3.5 assists, and 3.5 rebounds and 4 assists, and almost 50% shooting from the field and 44% from the three, which is the most surprising. He has been having, to me, one of, if not the best freshman seasons I've seen out of any year that I've been watching college ball. Him and Reed Shepherd are the two best freshmen coming off the bench in the nation. I have not seen nothing like this. They're both incredible, but this is about Rob more so we're going to speak on Rob today. Rob has showed that he doesn't have to dribble as much. He has his times in his games where he does, but he can pull up 1-2 dribble move shot. He can catch and shoot. He can dunk the ball still. He can get to the basket. He's not looking to shoot every play. He takes smart shots. He's efficient. He's effective. And when he's out there, he looks just as good, if not better, than the starting guards on the team, which a lot of people would not have thought to see. And the most impressive thing for me is that he's trying to do all the little things on the team too, and that's pass the ball, get his teammates open, rebound the ball. He's definitely rebounding at a higher clip than I believe, and he's playing defense. He's averaging about a steal and a half a game, which I didn't see out of him. I didn't believe that he was going to be doing that. I didn't see him doing that. I thought he was going to be more of a guy who's just looking to score the ball, get out the way, let me do what I want to do. And I didn't think that it would possibly work with Kentucky due to having all these different guards. And I definitely thought that he would transfer from Kentucky because they were going to have a guard coming in next year. I don't believe his time would have ever came there. And I know he didn't. I wouldn't believe a 5-star would ever want to have to do a lot of years in college. You're trying to get to the league. So I didn't think that he was going to go after this year, but I definitely saw next year. But from what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing, he's 100% a lottery pick. He has arguably been the best freshman in the country. And I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next for this guy. Now, in terms of him, his physicals, if he's actually a real 6'3", he's tall enough to play the point guard position. He's going to have to fill out a little bit. I don't see him being able to just be 175 pounds once he gets to the league and being effective in that. But as for now, it's been working, so who's to say it's not going to work in a couple of years. But he'll continue to develop. He's definitely going to the league, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do there. But this is what we're talking about with Rob Dillingham today. I don't really think it's no more that needs to be said. He's been a top 10, top 5 arguably freshman in the country coming off the bench. He's the best. Him or Reed Shepherd have been the best freshman off the bench this season. He's been playing phenomenal for Coach K and playing under DJ Wagner and Antonio Reeves. I wish him nothing but the best. I'm extremely excited to see what he does with the rest of his career. I will be watching. We'll be making more videos on him. Thanks you guys for watching today. That's from my eyes to yours. I will be back tomorrow. As always, peace out.